Welcome to the Hindu editorial analysis on 18th December 2021. I am going to discuss today two editorials. The first one is titled For an Honest Broker and the second one is titled When the Chips Are Down. The editorial for an honest broker expresses skepticism over Russia's show of playing well-wisher for India in Indo-China relations. Russian President Vladimir Putin is forging partnership with China against US threat. Hostility towards US has brought Moscow and Beijing closer than before. China recently self-proclaimed itself as the world's largest democracy and mocked at US for its democracy malaise. It is a well known fact that Chinese township and country level bodies are just rubber stamps riding under the yes man command of the Chinese Communist Party. This week is an interesting week. We live to see the comedies and dramas circled around US, China, and Russia. US probably got infuriated by audacious comments by People's Republic of China and imposed sanctions against China over abuse of Uyghur Muslims using US biotechnological weapons. Meanwhile, Putin and Xi jointly entered into commitments to oppose US. The pair attacked the formation of AUKUS and Quad, both of which US has in common. US is pressurizing China over Uyghur violence and Russia over Ukraine aggression. In G7 meeting held last Saturday at the Museum of Liverpool amid Christmas carols and participated by foreign ministers and secretaries from France, Italy, Germany, Japan and Canada. Russia became the target of attack over its weapons build-up against Ukraine. In a separate development, US passed sanctions against Chinese entity since time for its use of artificial intelligence for conspiracy against Uyghur Muslims. Meanwhile, China attacked US over its corrupt and failure democracy after US organized summit for democracy in which China was left out. Coming back to the editorial, the question here remains whether Russia is a reliable partner for India in its mission against China. Russia is not an honest ally. It is double crossing the India China relations and is leaned more towards China. It is true that Russia offered to supply S-400 missile defense systems for which US threatened sanctions against India. Russia's role in defending India against its northern hostile neighbor is of dubious stand. Russia promises a trilateral summit of the leaders of Russia, India and China, RIC for short, but the ground is never set for an effective dialogue. China's behavior at the line of actual control aggression is bitter experience for India's efforts to reach at all peaceful initiatives in building a stalemate. Russia is heavily dependent on 30-year $400 billion gas pipeline investment. In talks with Afghanistan, Russia had sidelined India. Russia is therefore not a well-wisher for India. India must take its own independent stand. The second editorial titled When the Chips Are Down discusses cabinet approval of a $10 billion boost for semiconductor industry, which will be an upliftment of the electronics industry reeling under semiconductor crisis. US firms are the leader in semiconductor industry with 47% of the global semiconductor sales in 2020. South Korea comes second with 20% share. Indian government's Christmas gift to the industry is that it would meet 50% of the project cost for setting up of semiconductor and display fabrication units, fab for short. the semiconductor drive, which is the need of the hour, is nicknamed India Semiconductor Mission. The recognition of semiconductor is one of strategic importance. Semiconductor is the building block, the heart, brain, and modern of electronics. The automobile, refrigerators, the ECG machines cannot run without semiconductor. The COVID-19 pandemic made India to realize the importance of setting up own facilities for semiconductor manufacturing. It goes without saying when offices have shifted to homes and the necessity to perform economic and essential activity online highlights the centrality of semiconductor in the lives of modern man. It is the strategic imperative that indigenous manufacturing must be given trust. There are challenges though. You cannot prick a rose without being hurt by thorns. Huge investments are needed to set up focus for as they are called. Chip fabs require millions of liters of water and stable power supply. India has the talent for designs. However, the question remains to be answered is who would support these other elements like display fabs, packaging and testing facilities and chip design centers. I hope the video on India, China, Russia Circle and the semiconductor mission were informative, useful and enjoyable. I promise to satiate your thirst more for more knowledge through more such videos. If you like the video, make the video to reach out to your friends and kith and kin. I hope you could like the video and comment on the dual issues discussed herein. I will come back tomorrow with another interesting video. Till then, bye.